Hi, thanks for visiting my channel. My name's Sharon. Today we're going to have a look at some tissue paper texture and watercolour. Makes a beautiful texture with your watercolours, and I'll show you how simple that is. There's lots of other examples on YouTube and the internet, but I thought that I would do it on my channel. I did see Liz Chaderton do it a number of years ago, so I'll link Liz's video or channel in the description box below. I decided I'd do that because I'd been swatching out my Qor paints, and I did video the swatching, but I kind of skipped a few and messed it up, so I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I'll just do something with my Qor paints. So the result, this is what we're aiming for today. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please like and subscribe. Let's get on with it. I thought, seeing as I've got my Qor paints out, I'd try a technique that I've seen online. I think Liz Chaderton did a video on it about 4 years ago. Watercolour on tissue paper. So all I've done to date is taped down my watercolour paper, screwed up some tissue paper, and then spread it back out, and made a mix of 50-50 of water and Mod Podge. And then all I've done is just covered that over with that mix and put down the tissue paper and let the creases and crinkles stay in there. And now I'm just going to let it all dry. I think you can see the texture there. Going to let it all dry, and then I'm just going to come back and paint on it with all my bright colours and see what I come up with. Be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. I didn't wait too patiently for it to dry. I used the heat tool and thought I'll just use that rather than waiting, and it's still not completely dry. I don't know if you can see, there's a bit of a buckle still in the paper, and I've popped a bit of tape underneath just so that I can tilt it up a bit. And I'm just going to have a play. I think I might use this mop brush, and I'm not sure what colours. Maybe cobalt up the top, maybe. And I might just let it drip a bit. Just watch how that drops down. Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? All right, let's go in with a little bit of cobalt teal. Give that a good go. Oh, not sure what else I got in there. And then you can just watch it drip and follow this. Alright, and I think a bit of sap green wouldn't hurt. The thing is, we can go like that, like that. Bit more of my favourite. I do love this colour. I'm not sure I like that green in there now, but anyway, let's just go with it. And then I think a little bit more cobalt to finish it off down the bottom. And don't be scared with the pigment because it will dry lighter. Oh, I didn't want that red in there. Oh, it's in there now, isn't it? And as Denise Love says, if you make a mistake, just do it again so it doesn't look like a mistake. Right, then I'm going to turn it this way. I've just got this taped down on a plastic clipboard. I want a little bit more of this through here. Look at the texture in that. Doesn't that look just amazing? Then, as with watercolour, it's all, let's just wait and see. So then I have to wait for that to dry. But I thought while I'm playing around with techniques, I'm going to get a little bit of salt. I'm just using McCormick sea salt, and I just get a little bit in my hand. And then all I do is just get a few pinches. You don't have to put it everywhere, but it certainly does add a bit of a different effect. I say don't put it everywhere, and here I go. Right, so you can see how that's looking now. I think that looks gorgeous. So now we'll just wait for that to dry and we'll be back. Okay, so we've got this dry now, well, mostly dry. I'm going to brush off any salt that's remaining. I think you can see a little of what the salt's done in around here and up through here and in here. So it's done a bit of a job, probably because it's already looking so textured. It doesn't kind of stand out as much as if I'd just done salt on flat watercolor wash. So now I'm going to take the tape off and probably have a think about what else I can do with this. I had thought about doing, making it into an art journal page and popping this lady on, but she seemed a bit, I don't know, lost. I think if I did that, I'd need to do something up here with her hair. But generally, I mean, I love working with faces, etc., so I may use it for something like that. Or the other thing is you can cut it up into fodder. You could make cards out of it, you could die cut it, or you could just leave it like that, and if you liked it, you could just frame it just like that. So let's see if I can get this tape off successfully. I think I started here, or do you know why? It's bled. Oh well. Oh well. Nothing I can do about that. It would have bled because of this tissue paper under the tape. Although I did put it over the tape. Oh well. I can fix that by just cutting the whole border off if I want, but not hating it right now. Not absolutely hating it. I love this. So, you know, if I want a white border, I could just cut all this off and then mount it on another piece of paper, and that would still get the border. So it's not a lost cause. Let's turn this round. Pull from here. Now I know that you can get this texture look also with cling film, cling wrap, saran wrap, whatever you call it in your country. This is just another way to get some really cool texture. It looks awesome, I think, anyway. There, give you a closer look. Now I'll just show you, I'll cut off this border and pop it on another piece, and I'll show you what it looks like when the border's clean. Right, and that I can now mount onto another piece of paper, and it will look really lovely. Sorry about that. I hope you can see that. That's what it looks like now. And that's just with scrunched up tissue paper. Mix a bit of water with Mod Podge. Allow it to dry. Throw some watercolors on it. And you get a lovely textured piece of paper. Great for a background for an art journal. Or the base for something else if you want to do a further painting on that, or as I said, die cutting, make it into card fronts, anything like that. Anyway, I hope you like it. If you do, please think about liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.